Hey, it's Priya, and I want to talk to you about something that completely changed my life, especially as a student trying to juggle everything. Do you ever feel like you're just spinning your wheels? You have these huge goals, these big dreams of what you want your life to look like, but the day-to-day reality just feels stuck? I've been there. You know you're capable of more, but getting from where you are to where you want to be feels impossible. You see successful people and think they must have some secret sauce, some innate talent or discipline that you just don't possess. I'm here to tell you that's not true. The secret isn't some magical quality you're born with. It's something much more simple, much more powerful, and something that is 100% within your control. It's the power of your daily habits. Your life right now is a reflection of the small things you do every single day. If you want a different life, a more disciplined, meaningful, and successful life, you need to change what you do on a daily basis. It's about building a system of positive actions that carry you toward your goals, almost on autopilot. In this video, I'm going to break it down for you. I'm not going to give you vague advice. I'm going to share 10 simple, time-tested steps that absolutely anyone can follow to build habits that stick. These aren't just theories. This is the practical, step-by-step playbook that will help you take control of your days, build momentum, and finally start creating the life you've always imagined for yourself. So, if you're ready to stop wishing and start doing, let's get into it. Okay, first things first. You can't just say, I want to be healthier, or I want to study more. It's too vague. Your brain doesn't know what to do with that. You need to get incredibly clear on two things: your why and your what. Your why is your motivation, the deep emotional reason you want this change. It's not just I want to get good grades. It's I want to get good grades so I can get into my dream program and build a future where I feel proud and secure. Feel the difference? Your why is the fuel that will keep you going when your motivation inevitably fades. It's what you'll come back to when you feel like quitting. Once you have your powerful why, you need to define your what with absolute clarity. Study more becomes, I will study for my history class without my phone in the room for 25 minutes every day at 4 p.m. See how specific that is? There's no room for negotiation or procrastination. Your brain knows exactly what the mission is. It has a time, a place, and a duration. This isn't about willpower. It's about making the decision once ahead of time, so you don't have to rely on how you feel in the moment. Get crystal clear on your purpose and be specific about the habit. This is the foundation for everything else. Now, I know you're fired up. You have your why, you have your specific goal, and you want to go all in. You want to meditate for an hour, run 5 miles, and read a whole book starting tomorrow. I need you to stop right there. That is the fastest way to fail. The biggest mistake people make is trying to do too much too soon. Your brain is wired to resist big, drastic changes. It feels threatening. So, we're going to trick it. We're going to start so small that your brain doesn't even have a chance to object. I mean, ridiculously small. You want to read more? Your new habit is to read 1 page a day. That's it. Just one. Want to start a workout routine? Your new habit is to put on your workout clothes. You don't even have to do the workout. Just put on the clothes. Sound silly? It's not. What you're doing is building the muscle of showing up. You're casting a vote for the person you want to become. You're building confidence and proving to yourself that you can be consistent. Anyone can read 1 page. Anyone can put on their gym shorts. By starting small, you make it impossible to say no, and you begin to build the discipline and momentum that will carry you to bigger things later. Let's talk about one of the most powerful hacks for building new habits. It's called habit stacking. Your entire day is already built on a series of existing habits. You wake up, you use the bathroom, you brush your teeth, you make coffee. These are neural pathways that are already deeply carved into your brain. You do them without thinking. Instead of trying to create a new habit from scratch, which requires a ton of activation energy, you're going to simply attach your new, tiny habit to one of these existing routines. You piggyback on the momentum you already have. The formula is simple. After I current habit, I will new habit. For example, after I pour my morning cup of coffee, I will read 1 page of my book. Or after I brush my teeth at night, I will write down 1 thing I'm grateful for in my journal. Or even, After I take off my shoes when I get home from class, I will immediately put on my workout clothes. By linking the new desired behavior to something you already do automatically, you're creating a trigger. The old habit becomes the cue for the new one. It takes the guesswork and the decision-making out of the equation, making it so much easier to be consistent. Even with the best intentions and a solid habit stack, life gets busy. You get distracted, you forget. That's why creating an obvious cue or reminder is so important, especially in the beginning. You need to make your new habit impossible to ignore. A cue is a signal to your brain that it's time to do the thing. This goes beyond just habit stacking. It's about creating a visual or auditory trigger in your environment that prompts the action. Don't rely on your memory. Your brain has enough to worry about. Outsource the job of remembering. This can be as simple as setting a daily alarm on your phone with a label like, "Time to do my 25-minute study block." Or you could use sticky notes. Put one on your bathroom mirror that says, "Did you do your one-page reading?" Put another one on your laptop that says, "Is this distraction serving my goals?" You can also prepare your environment ahead of time. If you want to go for a run in the morning, lay out your running clothes, shoes, and headphones right next to your bed the night before. When you wake up, the cue is right there, staring you in the face. Make it obvious. Make it unavoidable. This one is huge. We often think that building good habits is all about willpower and self-control. But what if I told you that the most disciplined people aren't necessarily stronger than you? They're just smarter about designing their environment. They understand a simple principle. Make your good habits easy and your bad habits hard. You need to increase the friction for the actions you want to avoid and decrease the friction for the actions you want to encourage. It's about being the architect of your own environment so that your desired choices are the path of least resistance. If you want to stop snacking on junk food, don't buy it. Get it out of your house. If you have to get in your car and drive to the store to get a cookie, you're a lot less likely to do it. If you get distracted by your phone when you're trying to study, don't just put it on silent. Put it in another room. The effort of having to get up and go get it is often enough to keep you on task. Conversely, if you want to eat more fruit, put a big bowl of apples on the counter where you'll see it all day. If you want to drink more water, keep a full water bottle on your desk at all times. Stop trying to fight a battle of willpower every single day and start designing an environment that does the heavy lifting for you. You need to see that you're winning. This is not about being perfect. It's about building momentum. And one of the best ways to do that is to track your progress. Tracking is so powerful because it provides immediate gratification. Building a habit is a long-term game, and the rewards, like getting a good grade or feeling healthier, are often delayed. But when you track your habit, you get a little hit of satisfaction right now. Making that check mark in a journal or filling in a square on a calendar feels good. It's a small win that says, "I did it. I showed up for myself today." This visual proof is incredibly motivating. When you look back at a week or a month of check marks, you have tangible evidence that you are the kind of person who is consistent. It proves to you that you can do this. On the days you don't feel like it, you can look at your chain of successes and you won't want to break it. This is not about judging yourself. It's about data. It's about seeing what's working. You can use a simple notebook, a calendar, or one of the many habit tracking apps out there. The tool doesn't matter. What matters is creating that visual record of your commitment to yourself. Don't skip this step. It's your secret weapon for staying motivated. There will be days when you do not want to do it. Let's just be real about that. You'll be tired, you'll be stressed, you'll be unmotivated, you'll feel like you have a million other more important things to do. This is the moment of truth. This is where discipline is forged. Motivation is what gets you started, but discipline is what keeps you going. Discipline is not a feeling, it's a choice. It's the choice to do the thing you said you would do, long after the mood you set it in has left. The most important rule here is never miss twice. Life happens. You might get sick, an emergency might come up, you might just have an awful day and miss your habit. That's okay, you're human. The key is what you do the next day. A single missed day is an accident. 2 missed days is the beginning of a new negative habit. The real failure isn't missing once, it's giving up completely after you miss. So, if you miss a day, forgive yourself immediately and then, no matter what, get right back on track the very next day. Consistency over intensity, showing up, even imperfectly, is always better than not showing up at all. You've heard the saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. It's not just a cliche, it's neuroscience. The people you surround yourself with literally shape your thoughts, your beliefs, and your behaviors. Their standards become your standards. If you're trying to build positive habits, but you're surrounded by people who are negative, who enable your bad habits, or who mock your attempts at self-improvement, you are fighting an uphill battle in a hurricane. You are making this 1,000 times harder on yourself than it needs to be. You need to be intentional about who you give your time and energy to. Seek out people who are already living the way you want to live. Find a study group with motivated students. Join a club or a team where discipline and hard work are the norm. If you can't find these people in your immediate environment, find them online. Follow creators who inspire you. Listen to podcasts that motivate you. Curate your social media feeds to be a source of encouragement, not comparison and despair. Your environment is more than just your physical space. It's the people and the information you let into your life. Protect your energy and surround yourself with influence that lifts you higher. Your brain is wired to seek pleasure and avoid pain. We can use this to our advantage. To make a habit stick, you need to feel a sense of reward for doing it. As I mentioned before, tracking your progress is one form of immediate reward, but you can and should go a step further. When you successfully complete your habit for a certain number of days, say a full week, give yourself a real tangible reward. This helps your brain associate the habit with a positive feeling, which makes you more likely to repeat it in the future. The key here is to choose a reward that reinforces your new identity rather than one that contradicts it. For example, if your habit is to eat healthy all week, don't reward yourself with a giant junk food binge. That just undermines your progress. Instead, your reward could be buying a new cookbook, trying a fancy new healthy recipe, or getting a new piece of workout gear. If your habit is consistent studying, your reward could be a guilt-free hour of your favorite video game, a movie night, or buying a new pen you love. Celebrate your small wins. Acknowledge your effort. This isn't about bribery. It's about positive reinforcement and making the journey enjoyable. This is the final and perhaps most important step. You have to be patient with yourself. You didn't form your old habits overnight, and you're not going to build new ones overnight either. The popular idea that it takes 21 days to form a habit is a myth. The reality, according to research, is that it can take anywhere from 18 to 254 days. The average is about 66 days. So, if you're on day 15 and it still feels hard, that's normal. You're not failing. You're in the middle of the process. You have to trust the process and just keep showing up. And along that journey, you will have setbacks. You will fall off track. I promise you, it will happen. And when it does, you have a choice. You can beat yourself up, call yourself a failure, and quit. Or you can choose to treat yourself with the same compassion you would offer a good friend. You can acknowledge the setback, learn from it, and gently guide yourself back on track. Progress is not a straight line. It's a messy, squiggly line with ups and downs. The people who succeed are not the ones who never fail. They are the ones who never quit. Forgive yourself, be patient, and just focus on the next right step. So there you have it. 10 simple, powerful steps to take control of your habits and, in turn, take control of your life. This isn't about becoming a perfect, flawless robot. It's about becoming a more intentional, disciplined, and fulfilled version of yourself. It's about closing the gap between who you are and who you want to be, one small action at a time. Remember, every single thing you do is a vote for the type of person you are becoming. Start casting votes for your future self, starting with the very next thing you do today. I know that laying this all out can feel like a lot, and sometimes the hardest part is just getting started and organizing your thoughts. You have the information now, but turning that information into a concrete plan of action is the critical next step. It's one thing to watch a video, and it's another thing entirely to implement it. I want to help you with that. I've been thinking about creating a simple weekly habit plan or maybe a printable habit journal template that you can use to put these 10 steps into practice right away. It would help you define your why, break down your habits, schedule them, and track your progress all in one place. It would basically be a toolkit to help you get started on this journey. I'm happy to put that together for you and share it in a future video or as a downloadable link. But I only want to do it if it's something you would actually use. So, let me know in the comments. Would that be helpful to you?